everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back to bring you guys some more clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, this video is for the full moon that is in the sign of Leo that is taking place Thursday, the 28th of January. At the time of me filming this, it is Tuesday, the 26th of January. Now, before I get started, I want to say that if you like videos of moon readings to see how to work with the energy, tarot readings, messages from spirit, then definitely click the subscribe and turn on the notifications for this channel. Now, let's go ahead and dive into what it is that this energy is going to bring us, or collectively how it is that we're going to be feeling this energy. And then I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and see how it is that we need to work with this energy for our best benefit to get the maximum clarity that we can. Now, first we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Journey card as well as the Child, Choice, the Youth, and the Queen of Water. Now, we also have our shadow cards here, which is the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and Knowledge. Okay, so first of all, I see that this energy is really going to bring in the energy of calculating, but it's not just the energy of calculating from a mental standpoint, it's emotional, so it may be a little confusing or stressful when trying to do so. We also have the 8 of Swords here as well. So within the 8 of Swords and just the combination of these cards with the 8 of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, this is showing that there is this energy that is almost, I want to say fear of, or not like fear, or just feelings of not being able to create what it is that you set out to create, not being able to almost experience what it is that you are setting out to experience. There's fear of just not being, maybe it's good enough, or just being in this space or this spotlight that you have envisioned. And this is all stemming from your own mental state and precognitions. All right, and then when we look at the Knight of Pentacles here, we can even see here that his face is almost scared. It's almost like you've decided to do some things and to try to go down this path, but looking at what it is that you have in front of you is almost overwhelming and kind of scary. So within this, the energy that I'm seeing, especially when we're looking at the King of Wands, is this energy to kind of just burn through that fire, to get right through that and actually be able to receive and feel and relax within the celebrations that you deserve. Okay, so getting into these cards, I see the 8 of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles here, that's saying that there needs to be a balance when we're looking at work and how much we're working. You may either be casting yourself too much into work and overdrive because of what it is that you may be setting out to achieve or setting out to do, whether it's healing or it's just work within the physical, if you're trying to gain a certain status or a certain momentum, that there is a balance that needs to happen here. We can see that balancing out one within this 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. It's balancing out, our happiness and our celebration, taking time and actually feeling and being like connected within the physical world. But within this, that's not the only message here. Within the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, this is saying that you need to reflect and see and give celebration and happiness to the work that you have already done. When we're looking at this Three of Pentacles, we see two of the beetles down here that are, you know, low, like down here right at the beginning of this basket. But we see this other beetle that's actually a lot higher and a lot farther than these other beetles. But it's not all the way at the top, so he may not realize this. And this is speaking of giving yourself the time and the respect and the appreciation of where it is and how far it is that you have truly came. Okay, how far it is that you have truly came. When we see the Ace of Pentacles as well as the Wheel of Fortune, this is saying that there is new opportunities that are on the horizon, that things are changing. You may not feel as though that things are changing, but they are. Anytime we have the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, something is changing, something is shifting, something is happening, okay? And we have it teamed up with the Ace of Pentacles, and this can be new opportunities and new fresh energy coming in. And this is the seed to start. What is it that you actually want to start? I feel like there is this energy of pessimistics that may need to be let go of, especially when we have the Eight of Swords here and the Eight of Cups, showing that there needs to be things that are released. And then we have that backed up by the Death card, okay? And then the Four of Wands after that. So we're seeing that we have to release some of these precognitions that we have to be able to reach this point of celebration through after our hard work ethic, because this card comes after structure. This is a celebration of structure. This is sitting down after things have been done and finally celebrating yourself. We have the card of knowledge here, showing that you have more knowledge and more stored in the bank, you know, mentally, than what it is that you are giving yourself credit for. And with this knowledge card, it comes with experiences. You gain knowledge after you have had experiences to be able to, that bring wisdom. And that's part of this, that the experiences that you have had up until now are part of that knowledge that you've obtained. We have the choice card, which is the number 0. What is it that you are choosing? What is it that you want to choose? And I want to say, what is it that you actually want to choose? That is coming from an intuitive place, that is coming from a place that is of flow and alignment with who it is that you truly are. And I'm feeling pulled to speak of, like, this is passions. This doesn't have to just deal with work. This doesn't have to be just prevalent if you're getting paid for it or if you're not. That's not the case. What is it that you're choosing to go engulf yourself in? And I want to say that, like, work and pleasure can be separate, but they can also be the same. Like, what is it that you're choosing? What is it that you are, that is in alignment with you? What is it that you are being pulled to? The Youth card is showing that you don't have to have the answers to walk in this door, to choose what it is that you feel like is calling to you, to make that choice. And if we look here, we have the Sword of Truth here. We have this picture of this man that's representing sadness. We have the snake up here that's holding this fire, that's holding this light that is of truth and knowledge. And then we have this other one here that is almost looks like she is coming to her intuition. Her eyes are white, like maybe they're going backwards, and she's in almost a phase of like a seer and seeing, you know, having a prophecy come through of what it is that is supposed to be happening. I feel like this energy of this Leo new moon is to bring revelations of what it is that you need to let go of and where it is that you need to head to. So there's a piece of feelings of heavy feelings and maybe even irritation and rage and just overwhelming within your thoughts and how your thought patterns and how like your perceptions have been and what those need to be let go of. But this is also speaking of passion and what it is that's actually in alignment with you, like getting into your I want to say for some of you your gifts and some of you some of the things that you've even been pulled to that you've been neglecting. We have the Child card here with the Journey card, and this is saying to believe that anything can happen on your journey, any miracles can happen and unfold, and be able to develop and grow and to receive the information about your journey, about your next steps in the light and the wonder of innocence. Okay, and this is kind of what this energy is trying to do, the energy, what it's trying to provoke within us, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and see and just shuffle for extra clarity on how it is that we need to work with this energy. All right, so let's see what we got here. So far for the shadow cards, we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Youth card. About to have wax everywhere. Okay, now getting into the cards, we have Judgment as a jumper card, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles again, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. And see, we have a lot of aces here showing new beginnings, guys. The Queen of Swords. We also have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the World card, the Queen of Water again, Choice again, and if you were paying attention, these came up in the last pull, these two cards just in different spots, and the Ace of Water as well, Integrity, and Perception. So within this, you guys, the first thing that I'm seeing is that, one, we need to let ourselves get inspired. Within the Page of Wands, seeing that we need to let ourselves get inspired and almost feel the energy of passion and happiness and almost engulfment, not to get swept away in it, but to be able to let ourselves be able to do so. We a lot of times have our sights set on, this is what we need to be doing, this is our goal, this is what we're trying to obtain here, and then there's almost a fight in between letting ourselves feel pleasure and feeling like we need to be working all of the time. Now, and that was something, again, of that balance that I was speaking of within the last pull that I did for this video. Now, with the Hermit card and the Ace of Pentacles, this is going within and really focusing on what it is, again, that you want to be choosing. Again, here is the Choice card. What is it that you want to be choosing? What type of opportunities do you want to be having? Not just asking for new opportunities, because, oh my goodness, it could be so many different opportunities, so many different things that are new that you've never experienced before could come in. So focus on what it is that you want to be experiencing mentally and emotionally. What is that? What is that you want to be experiencing? Also, these cards are a signification of to be paying attention to your mental thoughts and what's coming into your mental state, as well as your emotional body, to rejuvenate these things as well. Because if you're holding on to your old perceptions and your old thoughts and your old emotions, how are you going to renew and be able to grow anything that you have not yet experienced in life? Because you're holding on to things that are tainted or have a nasty aftertaste, or that are just speaking and coming from trauma and from fear. You're not going to be able to actively pull in the new opportunities that you want without doing this. Because essentially you're going to be pulling in opportunities that may be a little bit better, but still have some of the bad aftertaste of what it is that you've already experienced. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is saying to stay on your path of speaking your truth and being very clear and authentic in your being and who it is that you are. We have the Judgment card here that's saying that you're being called to get out of this fixation or this facet or this pedestal, or however you're, I'm like butchering it right now, that you have put yourself on, that you're being called to wake up from that and look at the actual integrity of you as a person, your actual more, like, I don't want to say moral fibers, because it's partly to do with that, but it's partly to do with like your integrity of the fibers of what it is that you're made up of. Like if you were to have a very good, durable, strong sweater, or a very good, durable pillow, or whatever it is, that it's something that is built with integrity and strength. And look at that as far as what it is that you have been, that you are as a person, not what it is that you perceive yourself to be, that you, because like I said, that there's some almost pessimistic and fear that needs to be let go of, that needs to really be dealt with, that energy of what it is that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but what it is that you've actually executed into the world. We're paying attention to that, the integrity of that, who it is that you've, executed yourself or shown yourself to be within the world, and how you've stood within structure within that. And that is something that you need to be focusing on. And I feel like this will help ease or help release or shed some of the mental state or the mental prison, or that, low pedestal that you've put your almost worth and self-being on. We have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the World card. And I got really excited as soon as I pulled these and the message started to come through of these cards. And within the Knight of Wands and this Six of Pentacles, it's saying to stop waiting for these opportunities to be handed to you, for these experiences to be handed to you. Leave that table with your hand out, waiting for somebody else to give you these experiences, for them to be handed to you on a silver fucking platter, and go get them yourself. I'm gonna say that again. Stop waiting for these opportunities to be handed to you, and go get them yourself. That waiting around energy, that less than, and I'm only going to, receive this if I deserve it energy, that is done. That is done. You need to walk away from that. You need to walk away from that and really step into this lion energy that is of Leo, that is of self-confidence, that is of mastery, that is of passion, that is of devotion, that is of I'm going to execute exactly what it is that I'm aiming for. I'm going to slay the prey, so to say, completely. It doesn't necessarily matter how it gets done. It matters that it gets done as well. And I want to touch base on this Ace of Water as well, because there's something that is being breathed into. There's emotional life force energy that's being breathed into your journey and what it is that you're feeling and receiving. So where do you want this energy and this life force energy to be breathed, like to be fed into, to be like breathed upon? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Where do you want that to be focused on? Where do you want that to grow? You don't want that to grow in the facet of this is what I would like to happen, but I have this, and this I have to do. You want to breathe that into what it is that you are supposed to be doing on your path and the person that it is that you want to be and that you are. And when I feel like I'm seeing this Five of Wands too, it's kind of a coming together within the multiple fractured pieces of the self that are kind of trying to come together to put something together, but they're all kind of speaking from their own broken, traumatized space of how it is that something's supposed to go, how something is supposed to be built, how it's supposed to be set up, and they're arguing because they're the different pieces of you that are coming from different traumatized spots. And they're saying, but no, this will happen, or this can happen, or we got to do it like this to avoid this. And it's stopping that as well. Build it. I'm not saying to ignore red flags. I'm saying to stop letting your trauma dictate how it is that you build things and how it is that you receive things and build yourself up for things. Because if you let your trauma dictate, then you are literally having that energy of that bad taste in your mouth from those thoughts and those emotions that need to be recycled, that need to be released. And to be able to tap in and let yourself, again, feel passion, feel life, feel like life is, the life that you want is almost obtainable. And again, you don't have to have all of these answers. The journey card is right here as well. You don't have to have all of these answers on your journey to make it a successful one. We as humans learn as we go anyways. And all of these things that we are experiencing is a lesson in some way, shape, or form. So within this, you guys, I feel like really, really focus on what it is that is keeping you from stepping in your spotlight and really shining on yourself inside and out. And that the way that we need to work with this energy is focusing on what it is that's leaving a bad taste in our mouth and how we can surpass, and I mean surpass by how we can build up these parts of ourselves and what it is that we want to create, essentially, what it is that we want to heal, what it is that we need to do from a place that is accepting within innocence and not from what it is that's happened because of trauma. That's something that needs to be left behind to be able to experience new things. Okay, and I can't say that enough, that is the main point of releasing what it is that is keeping you from experiencing something completely new, something totally different than what it is that you have before because of your cognitive notions. Okay, now I hope that this video has been very helpful and that everybody gets the clarity that they need. And if you are looking for a reading specifically for yourself, my information will be in the description box. And if you're looking for daily messages and more interactive videos and posts, then I definitely want to invite you guys to follow my Instagram as well. And on Wednesdays, I definitely go live and do readings. Sometimes they're readings, sometimes they're rants, sometimes they're messages that won't necessarily always make it to YouTube. So definitely, if you're on Instagram, follow me there as well. And everybody have a great day. And I hope that you have gained everything that you have needed to from this video.